Okay, I can't stress enough not to deviate from this naming convention. Think about it. If there's 180 of us making patterns, we need some way to track the individual patterns. If I roll over this, look at the name of it. ID number underscore 01, the file name, 01, the pattern number. Now, before we make another pattern, we have this sitting right here. Why not click once on this pattern, hit return, which brings up the move dialog box. And I'm going to put this over here so it's not covering up anything. And then make sure that transform objects is off, transform patterns is on, and preview is on. And as soon as I click preview, any changes we make will now be registered. Click in the horizontal. You don't have to highlight it, just click. The up and down arrows will move this left and right. See, the up arrow is moving it right, the down arrow moves it left. We want to find kind of a happy medium where we can find balance here, and we're looking for an even amount of the pattern on both sides. And one of the keys, because I told you in prior videos, I made my patterns 140 pixels by 140 pixels whenever possible. This is typically, not always, going to be on an even number. And that's how you know you're on. If I'm here at 39, it looks close, but see how this is a little bit more over here. And you may think, oh, that doesn't matter. Yes, it does. In the professional world, it matters a lot. Then to move from this text field to the next, I'm going to hit Tab. It's just an easy way to move through this, through text fields. So now the up and down arrows, right now this looks pretty darn close. I don't think this has to be changed. And we're on a 0, which tips us off. And that won't always work. You got to check visually. So for right now, this pattern looks good. I'm going to click OK and then save for the web. This is one of those things, you got another keyboard shortcut to remember. But this you're going to use over and over and over. File, export, export, save for web. This is Option Shift Command S. I am hopeless. I will always say, because I hold down the keys in this order, Shift Option Command S, because look at the keyboard. If I come here and I say Shift Option Command S, it's just in my DNA now. I've done it so much. JPEG high, JPEG 60%. This is perfectly fine for what we're doing. It's 1,000 pixel square. We're not changing any of this. And you just click Save or hit Return. I'm just going to hit Return to save that. And the file is already named except for which tile this is. So I'm going to hit the right arrow because that name is highlighted. If I hit the right arrow, I jump out to the end. And then I can just hit 01 because this is the first pattern. And I want to save it in my Patterns folder. Now do you start to see why this organization starts to pay off? And we can click Save or just hit Return and hit Command S to save our file because you watched Illustrator crash on me. And the reason I saved early is because it's not the first time Illustrator's crashed on me. Okay, we're going to come back, do it one more time, and I want you to understand how cool this is from this point forward.